Hello and welcome to Round Class. I'm Amanda Ree, your guide in meditating with our pets. And hopefully yours are gathered around today, or maybe they're just in the other room, all as well. Mine are here. Today we're blessed with Big Violet, who's usually a little too shy to come on camera with us, so that's really nice. Graham's here, snuggled up as always. And Buddy back on the sidelines in his brand new sweater. So we are so excited to be here with you, coming from our house in Northern California. And tell us, where are you tuning in from today? Who are you with? Who's meditating next to you? So every week we have and love to bring in a theme to give us a great foundation and really just something to land on in our practice and gain inspiration through. And today our conversation will be about rejuvenating with our pets. So who doesn't enjoy rest and rejuvenation, right? I think we all know how good that feels and how needed it is. Yet we find ourselves all wrapped up in the stresses of life. Especially these past couple of years, many of us have faced really turbulent times, and we found it very hard to get away from it all. But in order to rejuvenate, to plug into that endless source of love and divine energy that's available to all of us, we just need to know where and how to find it. That's the key. So as we grow and we become more aware, more keen to how every situation, every person, and even every thought affects us, we're able to make conscious choices for what is most nourishing. Many of us will find rejuvenation through our connections with people and places or animals. Some simply recharge their batteries with rest and taking time to just detach from it all. While others, their cup is filled by spending time in nature, exercising, spending time in silence, or being alone. So let me ask you, share with us in the chat, how is it or what is it that you like to do to rejuvenate yourself? What's your practice? One of them. And we'll read through some of your feedbacks when we finish up our meditation. As always, if questions or anything else comes up, just chat it in as well. We love that engagement and that exchange that we can share. There is an ever-present flow of energy, right? That's endlessly available to us. So it becomes our practice to remember that and to take actions to plug into it. So that's the key. Yet, that sure is a lot easier said than done, am I right? And I too have had many times throughout my life where I felt the need, a deep need for rest and rejuvenation. But I honestly felt unable to make that change for myself at that time. So the reality is, no one is going to do that for us. We are the creators of our reality. But just keep in mind, rejuvenation doesn't have to look like a 2-week vacation in Cabo, although that would be very nice, and I do suggest that as well. But it also can look like 10 minutes of meditation during the day, or 5 totally present moments with your pet. Remember that they're already in that present place. They're just waiting for us to join them. Stay here with us, Violet. Will you? Hello. Do you want to stay here in our meditation? We're going to do it in just a minute. You ready? Lay down, Mama. Okay. So that leads me perfectly to a story that I wanted to share about this big girl, my bestie, because I do this every day. I refuel with her. And you might see some pictures here coming up of Violet, even though you get to see her in the flesh. Like I said, she's a little shy and doesn't always like to come on camera. But oftentimes, especially early in the morning, we'll look deep into each other's eyes and pay attention to that incredibly special connection that we share. And we let ourselves marinate there for a few minutes. I remind myself to plug into that part of her that is the same as that part of me and celebrate that oneness, that unity that we share, that connection that goes far beyond this physical world. And as you can see, Violet's a big girl. So what I do is I like to lay my head on her like a big fuzzy pillow and take some moments to deeply honor and reflect on and just absorb this special moment. Because this too shall pass, as all of it does. So just soaking in that goodness right here and now. And then Violet usually returns that loving intention with a little gentle sigh It's just beautiful to hear her make the little moans and sounds that she makes in response. Don't you love it when your fur babies will give you back that feedback? It's the best. So let's prepare for our practice. As Violet's over here smushing Buddy, but he doesn't seem to mind too much. He just likes the warmness. So let's prepare for our meditation. As always, take a few moments to settle a nest, to create a nest for your animals, invite them around. And then detaching from the outcome. If they squirm around, obviously we've got a good example of that, or if they're nice and still, or anything in between, just let them do whatever they're going to do, even if they get up and leave. No worries. Just stay in your practice, stay centered, and remember that your being in that place of calm, serenity is magnetic to them. So with time, they will be drawn to it. So whenever you're ready and the beings around you are ready, please find a very comfortable sitting position. You can lay back a little bit. If you like to recline during your meditations, that's okay too, but just make sure you're propped up a little bit so you're not completely horizontal, because in that case, likely you'll fall asleep. So a little prop or sitting all the way up, nice and tall. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. Just allow your arms to relax down in your lap. And allow all of your muscles to soften. Keeping your eyes low. You might hear that whapping is Violet's tail as she settles into her meditation. As I mentioned, treating distractions, whether it's on my end or your end, like any other thought, and just drifting back to the practice again and again. So some deep breaths. Perhaps you'd like to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth a few times. That's a nice way to ground ourselves into the moment. That release through the mouth also allows us to let go of any tightness, tension, holding. As you breathe in, feel the rejuvenation right then and there. Feel that life force energy coming in and fueling your body. That flow of deep oxygen into the body really gives it what it needs. And the calm mindset allows every system of the body to function optimally as well. Perhaps you'd like to do a body scan starting at the crown of the head and slowly moving your way down. Noticing any place that's holding or calling attention to it. Any place that you know might need a little extra love in your body. Just bring your breath into that place now. Fill it with your breath and allow it to dissolve. Landing into our heart space. Just settling our attention there. As we introduce today's mantra, a Sanskrit mantra. As a reminder, Sanskrit is an ancient language, the root language of the yoga and meditation and Ayurveda tradition. So this Sanskrit mantra represents removing obstacles and elevating our consciousness. A timeless mantra, simple and pure, but powerful. This mantra is Hari Om. Hari Om. So you have a visual Hari, Hari, Om, O-M. So just continuing that repetition over and over in the mind. Hari Om. Hari Om. Noticing again its essence as it helps us to remove any obstacles, any blockages, anything that's holding us back or down. And it allows us, Om, to elevate to our higher levels of consciousness, moving beyond this earth plane and really plugging in to that divine life source. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Maybe you'd like to say it out loud with me a few times. Sometimes that helps to embody the mantra more. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. And then a little quieter out loud, whispering it. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. And now repeating it silently in your mind. Continuing the repetition again and again, using it as your anchor point, as that grounding point that you can just rest your awareness on, despite the distractions and the fidgety dogs. Everyone is doing what they do in their meditation. You could even be a fidgety human, of course. It's all good. Just take this time to rest and allow whatever comes to be. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Continue the repetition, resting again and again on the words. Hari Om. Hari Om. Anytime that you notice that your mind is wandered off, which is totally natural and normal, just bring your awareness back again. No judgment. Just settle back, connect back to the mantra again, using that mantra to be that tool, to quiet, to slow the thoughts. That's all we really want, is to slow down the thinking. Bring a little more attention inward. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Resting back into your body, into your breath, and into the mantra. Hari Om. Shh, 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 shh. Shh, shh. Treat barks like any other distraction and gently return to your mantra. Continue meditating. Life is never without distraction, so we get to practice. It's coming back. Taking a deep breath, especially when distracted like that. Just take another deep breath and really draw your attention in. Trace that breath all the way down into the lungs and imagine it moving down into your feet, down into your fingertips, up to the crown of the head. Imagine all that life force energy circulating through the body. And just rest again on those words. Hari Om. Hari Om. Notice that plugging in inside of you that's happening to that divine lifeline. That source that is infinite, abundant, endless. We can draw from that divine light and love, that divine energy, and pull it into our own being, into our own mind, into our own body, and feel the deep rejuvenation that comes from that. Feel deeply nourished. Feel calm and grounded and open to receive this lifeline, to receive all the nutrients on every level that your body, mind, and spirit need. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Taking another breath now. Deep breath. Perhaps sigh it out. Staying in this meditation space, staying with our eyes closed, our body still. And just recognizing that Hari Om, that mantra, is said to activate the chakras, the major energy centers of the body. Human beings are said to have 7 of these main energy centers. So this Hari Om mantra is therefore supporting our Kundalini energy to move upward from the base of our spine through the Sushumna Nadi, the energy spinal cord, that center point of the physical being. This can awaken our energy, helping feel more aligned, more balanced, and overall more healthy and well. So as we continue the repetition of the mantra, I'll just ask you to bring your awareness to these different parts of our body, the 7 energy centers of the body. I'll guide us. So first, bringing your attention to the root chakra. at the base of the body, just bringing our attention there, letting it land, and reintroducing the mantra Hari Om, silently repeating again and again. Illuminate that part of your body with those words. And now raising your awareness up a few inches to the sacrum, the pelvis, just a couple inches below the belly button. Feel a radiant light glowing brightly in this part of the body as you rest on Hari Om. Hari Om. Raising a few inches now to the solar plexus, just above the belly button. Illuminating there. Hari Om. Hari Om. Now up to the heart space. Illuminate. Hari Om. Now to the throat. Illuminate. Hari Om. Now lifting to the third eye, your attention between the brows. Illuminate. Hari Om. And then to the crown of the head, the top of the body. Illuminate. Hari Om. Again, another deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Settling back into our center point, our heart center. And now, while staying in this still and quiet space, let's do this for our animals, a gentle chakra balancing. Just visualize is perfect. If they're near and you want to put a hand on, great, but definitely not necessary. Starting at the root of their body, the tail. Illuminate. Hari Om. Up a few inches to the sacrum, the pelvis area. Hari Om. Upward more to the solar plexus. Hari Om. Illuminate. A little higher now to the heart center. Illuminate. Hari Om. To the throat, the neck. Illuminate. Hari Om. Now to the third eye, the point between their brows. Illuminate. Hari Om. And lastly, to the crown of their head, their place in which they plug into Source as well. Illuminate the crown, Hari Om. Another deep breath in now. Sigh it out. And now, if you'd like, you can bring your palms together and your hands toward your heart. We'll seal this practice of meditation and rejuvenation for ourselves and our animals by chanting Om or shaking it out together. Breath in. Om. After another breath or two, whenever you're ready, slowly opening your eyes. Namaste. You know, after we finish, I always love to take a moment or two to reflect. So let me ask you, how do you feel now after giving yourself this time to rejuvenate? Did you notice it? Did you feel that plugging in? How's your state of body, your state of mind? And just notice the presence of your pet or the lack of presence of your pet. Feeling their energy no matter where they are, just tuning into them for a moment. You know, it's really interesting, actually, speaking of rejuvenation, that science is showing us that the aging brain needs rest. More than ever before, this is being proven. Studies done by Harvard University indicate that sufficient rest is essential for our neurons to remain alive in the brain as we grow older. The need for rest directly correlates with the memory loss that we may experience, and the same goes for our animals. Studies have been done on them as well for animals and sleep and rest, and it's showing the same, even a strong influence on their behaviors. So as we can see, rejuvenation, rest is critical for everyone's health and well-being. So taking time to do this every day, even in small ways, will improve our quality of life. So I want to check in with you now and see, when I asked you, what is something that you like to do to rejuvenate yourself? What did you say? You might like to go on a walk on the beach, with your dogs. That's a lovely way. Or your cats, maybe they want to get out too. Taking time to fast each week is another great way to rejuvenate. Some may like to go camping with their animals or just by themselves or with their loved ones, whatever it is that really plugs you in. Or maybe taking Sunday mornings to just rest and snuggle, make a snuggle pile. That's always fun with our beautiful animals. So, my friends, it has been wonderful to gather together again for a meditation. We really, truly love this experience together, and we're so grateful every time that you tune in. So, right here and now, we can make a commitment to our rest and rejuvenation. We're reminded of the importance of this to our health and to the health of our animals. So let's just take that morsel, that lesson, and carry it with us, that reminder. My pack and I, along with the extraordinary team at Round Glass, want to thank you for meditating with us here today. We're back with you again, same time next week, and we're looking forward to another chance to rejuvenate together. Remember that you can meditate every day live with Round Glass at round.glass and join the community or join the app. It's available in all of those locations. So until next time, sending much love to each of you. Namaste.